So how do we measure profitability in a body shop? It's pretty simple. We break our business down into what we call profit centers. Now, I like to visualize those profit centers as buckets of money, so that as you make the sale, the money goes into individual buckets. Now, these buckets of money can be broken down into three major categories. We've got parts, we've got labor, and we've got other. Now, each one of these categories can be broken down into several subcategories if you care to. Under parts, we could have parts domestic and parts foreign. We have parts aftermarket, we have parts LKQ, and we have parts remanufactured. Now, you may be surprised if you measure your LKQ parts at what your profitability for these things actually is. So that might be a good one for you to separate out under parts. At least you're tracking it. Now, how about labor? We've got labor body. We've got labor frame. We've got labor mechanical. All of these show up on our estimating system. We also have labor paint. Now, a lot of the shops, and even the largest shops, will lump mechanical and frame under the main body category because they don't want the waste of time tracking these as individual profit centers. And I understand that. In order to track labor, we need to have our employees be accountable for the time they spend on each job. So this can get kind of cumbersome if we're making them write down or clock on and off of mechanical and frame labor. So again, a lot of shops lump those all into body labor. But the important one here is paint labor. I do believe that paint labor should be kept separately and that your paint department should be tracked separately. The only way this wouldn't apply is maybe you're just a two-man shop and one guy does it all. Put everything under body. It really doesn't matter at that point, does it? Now we have the other department. Things to go into that might be towing, our sublets. Sublets could be broken down into separate categories such as dealer fixing codes, AC work, maybe you don't do your own framework. All those things get lumped in under sublet. And we have, with sublet, we have hazmat and we have paint material. Now, of these, I would probably lump everything maybe into one category if I was a small shop or a medium shop. However, I do believe that you should keep a separate accounting of your paint material. Take all of your paint sales off of that estimate, dump them into a paint material account, and as you get invoices from your jobber, you can post them against that paint material account as a cost, and you'll know whether you're making a profit on paint material or not. And of course, we have body material as the last thing. So let's take a look at these profit centers and explain a little bit of it from the accounting side. We've got money in the bucket, we've got money going out of the bucket. And the money spent or going out of the bucket is what we call cost of goods sold. With our profit centers set up, we can measure our gross profit. Now, gross profit is we take our bucket of sales money, we subtract from that our cost of goods sold, and that equals our gross profit dollars. We can also look at this number as a gross profit percent. For example, if I divide my gross profit dollars by my sales, I come up with a gross profit percent. Let's take a look at this in an actual illustration. Example, you charge $135 for a part, and we take our cost or our invoice off of that of $89. So that's what I got to pay the dealer for the part. My gross profit dollars then is $46, 135 minus 89. Now, I should know my gross profit percent. My gross profit percent on that part would be $46 divided by $135 or 34% gross profit. That's how we figure out these gross profit percentages that you see in all the auto body magazines. I'd like to thank you for watching, and you make it a great day.